Hey Adam, thanks for sending me your swim video for analysis. Before I look at the three main phases of the stroke, which are recovery, what goes on with your hand out of the water. Number 2 is hand entry. Number 3 is that catch, the setup before the push, which makes up the pull. I'm looking at body balance and alignment. A few things that affect body balance and alignment are breathing, kicking, and just really mindfulness of trying to keep your body in alignment, meaning your ears, shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles want to stay in a straight line on top of the water. So one of the biggest mistakes I see adult swimmers do as they're learning to swim is their breathing actually creates a lot of misalignment and balance issues. In your case, you have two things going on when you breathe. Number 1, you're kind of lifting your chin and looking up. Instead of just rotating and keeping half of your face in the water, you're doing this big lift. Anytime you lift your head, neck, chin, your legs are going to sink, your body position and alignment's going to be off. A lot of times I'll see people looking like that. So they'll go from a nice straight alignment to like a banana shape when they breathe. The second thing you're doing when you breathe is you're dropping your arm. So when instead of just rotating to breathe, when you lift your neck, you're dropping your arm, whether intentionally you're pushing down or just mindlessly pushing down. So when that happens and you're inhaling and you're dropping that arm, and then you put your face back in the water to exhale, your arm is already down here and you missed out on a propulsive force. So a few drills I'm going to give you that I recommend are the kicking on side drill, so you can get used to just kicking on the side and breathing on your hip, as well as the double pump freestyle drill, because that's going to help you teach you to keep your arm extended out in front of you for balance when you are taking that breath. Also, the kick, in your case, you don't have much of a kick. I don't like to use the kick as propulsion, but you just want to know you want to keep your toes narrow. You want to keep your legs close together. You can kind of see a little bit of an imbalance when you breathe. Again, everything is related to breathing. Your legs are a little bit split, so keep that in mind. Once you kind of get a better feel on balance and alignment, then we want to think about the three main phases of the stroke. The first one, like I said, is recovery. Right now, I want you to keep your fingertips below your wrist, below your elbow, and you tend to go like this, high and wide. So you instead of bringing your arm around like this, you're doing this. Okay, so quick fix is doing a lot of fingertip drag drills, dragging your fingertips across the water. That's really important to not go high and wide. You want to keep it low. So when you exit the water, you just drag your fingertips and then you can enter. Same thing with entry, fingertips below the wrist, below the elbow. Enter and rotate, and then you set up for a nice catch and push. I think that hand entry is the most underdeveloped phase of the stroke that I see a lot of coaches not utilizing. And I think the hand entry is so important because the way you enter sets you up. The way you enter helps you rotate, and it sets you up for the catch and the push. Also, you want to know as one hand is entering, the other hand is pulling. It's that underwater pull that's driving that hip rotation. So you enter, but because your other arm is pushing the water behind you, you rotate and your arm is extending out in front of you now instead of extending straight and flat, which you're not doing, but a lot of athletes do. You're a little bit too steep and down, but if you get a better handle on that rotation, that's going to help extend your hand deeper out in front of you. So quick summary is first the breathing body balance kick. Get your body aligned. Get comfortable breathing with that arm extended a little bit. Half your face in the water, half your face out of the water, not looking up so much. And then you can quickly move on to some recovery drills. In your case, you're kind of entering a little bit too soon. So this fingertip drag and the rotation is going to help extend your arm a little bit out in front of you. And then just doing that'll help set you up for a better catch and push, which make up the propulsive phase of the stroke, which ultimately is what we're trying to do. We're trying to pull the greatest amount of water with every arm stroke. And then in the end, we also want to be mindful of stroke rate, because once you have that distance per stroke and that strength, well, then you pick up your arm cadence without losing the distance per stroke, then strength. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, make it a great day.